What's up, everybody? Just showing off my beautiful spot and the view. It was storming the past couple of days, and so I wanted to come out and catch this beautiful view before I go in. So I want to sing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a neighborly day in the neighborhood. I know I'm messing up the lyrics, but yeah, it was storming really bad these past couple of days, and there's always the sunshine that comes after. And this is how I apply it to life. So how about I got a notification in my email stating that make sure I get in the right sunlight so y'all can see me. Not too bad. So I got a notification stating that one of my YouTube videos violated the YouTube rules, and it was an old video I did like years ago when COVID first came out, and I'll put the picture up whenever I get a chance. But it was basically about me questioning a lot of people's religion and belief, especially when COVID hit and a lot of people ran to the church thinking they were going to be saved or thinking that they're not going to be contaminated or catch the virus. And so I kind of just spoke truth, and I added a lot of images with the video because I'm a visual learner, and I like to really get people to understand and feel the information that I'm sharing. So how about the part where I hosted, and I'm kind of grounding myself too while I'm out here too, trying to get it all in, but a image of this black guy or these black people being lynched by a racist mob, which still exists till this day. But YouTube was telling me that it's inappropriate, and I'm like, well, my content is all educational. It's for educational purposes. I do not come to y'all with no conspiracy theories. I don't try to make up stuff off the top of my head. I am very opinionated, but my opinions still have valid evidence, or it holds some type of weight. So, and I'm like, if they have a problem with the way I'm presenting the information, then they need to take that up with Google, because half of the images I put on my YouTube content is from Google. And so I'm like, I said to myself, okay, is this more like a spiritual warfare because they are trying to prevent the chosen ones from waking people up and bringing them back to reality? See, sometimes when we watch the news, it doesn't hit as hard until we see video footages, until we see images. Then we can really see the devastating events that take place. See, when they talk about the war in Iran, they're normally showing somebody talking in front of a podium or some type of chief or even the president, but they don't show you the true image of what people are experiencing when the bombs drop in their villages, or how devastating it is to be asleep in your house or just minding your business, and all of a sudden your newborn baby is torn into pieces because somebody wanted to go into war over some damn oil. I really don't get it, but yeah, I mean, there's different videos on YouTube, and I'm not saying all of it is very extreme, but it is educational, and some of it shows images of people being, and some documentary shows the tortures that, or the bad experiences African American slaves experienced, during the slave era. So I'm going to go ahead and look into what we can do to fix the video. I mean, they told me I'm not going to get paid. I'm like, there's a lot of people out here that, a lot of videos that exist that they can be going after. And I got less than 1,000 viewers and subscribers, and they're complaining about, an image that matches up and shows factual information about the things that took place during the 17 and 1800s. So, I don't get it. And it's like, then one time my son was looking at one video on YouTube. It was from a TikTok that somebody took a whole lot of TikTok videos and compiled them and made a YouTube video out of it. And it's like, it was a lot of inappropriate things that was mentioned, and it gives you subliminal messages, especially when the guy was eating a chocolate chip cookie and was like, oh, this cookie is so damn good, makes me want to F a man. Like, what type of educational purpose is that? But if it's like facts and truth, it's like then you got to walk on eggshells with YouTube. And I really appreciate the platform. I really do. I really appreciate the fact that they give people an opportunity to express themselves and to have a voice. But at the same time, why pick and choose what voice you want to hear? How fair is that? I'm gonna let people talk about stupid ass shit that's not gonna benefit anybody. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that slavery is really benefiting anybody, knowing the images and the different torture mechanism that took place back then. But when you actually understand the type of people and the type of mindset they have, let me wait till this airplane go by. The mindset they have, then you'll know how to move accordingly. See, when you're walking around blind and you really haven't been around during that time frame, but then it still exists, that behavior still exists, then you get caught up in some shit that you can't get out of. Just like recently, an African American was attacked. Well, it was a few of them attacked the same type of way and form of me showing those videos. I mean, that picture, those images. African American was attacked the same way recently. So you around here thinking, oh, slaves are not, black people are not tortured anymore like that, or that doesn't exist. It still exists till this day. Just like when I talk about how words that were created back then had different meanings, but they went ahead and they changed it. I'm kind of switching the topic because I hear a lot of videos, a lot of women, like especially African American women, they get on the video and they say, the Lord told me that the change is coming. When they talk about the word Lord, they need to look up the etymology of the word Lord. And back then, that represented the king that ruled over the during the medieval time. That represented also somebody that watched over a loaf of bread to make sure nobody don't come in there and steal it. So it's like we gotta really wake up and really pay attention to how words are being used interchangeable to control a narrative, to hide a lot of hidden demonic acts and things like that. You got to really know when you use a word, like I said, words or spells, you got to make sure that you know what you're talking about. That's why I try to keep my stuff very simple, and not that I don't have an expensive vocabulary, but sometimes you, just like when I in my classroom, a lot of my students would use words like glaze. You glaze, man. That's what is it? What else did they used to say? A whole lot of just crazy stuff. Man, you capping. And so I'm like, well, when did capping start meaning lying? When back then I knew cap as a baseball hat or a top to a bottle. So I don't understand like how, but that's how it is. As time evolves, as time go on, words that meant one thing end up meaning something else. Like back then, people that like same sex wasn't always called gay. Gay had a different meaning. They were called something else, and I can't remember the name they used, but I gotta look it up. But that's what I'm saying. It went from being happy to now it has another, pretty much some people consider a degrading meaning. So I just feel like YouTube should have something better to go after and complain about, honestly. And I'm not going to let anyone or anything interfere with my voice, even if I have to go over to another platform. See, I know I got a lot of haters. I got a lot of, I'm going to be liked and disliked, and I kind of accept that. It is what it is. The thing is, I still have a purpose and a job to do. And it's either, people are going to work with me so I can achieve the goal and fulfill the divine mission, or people are going to work against me and just make their life harder than it has to be. So it's just, that's all I have for that part. Like I said, I have family members that's always trying to tell me what to say, what not to say. When I go on my job, I'm always told how to do my job, what to say, what not to say when I'm teaching. And it's going to get to a point in time where some people going to get the best out of me. Even with my ex-husband, the whole point of us breaking up is because he didn't like, because I spoke to him about the truth, and all the information that I gathered up that he shared with me, I reflected back in his face, since he kept bitching about everything I said and did in life. So it's like, I don't know what to do nowadays. It's just crazy out here. It is crazy. So I'm constantly fighting battles left and right, whether it's in my bedroom, whether it's at my workplace, whether it's with family, It, and now I see, whether it's online, but I'm still gonna fulfill my mission until my time is up. So, um, with that being said, y'all, if you're trying to achieve the same goal and wake people up and bring truth, fight through it. Do not allow somebody to interrupt or cause you to quit your mission. Because I'm gonna tell you, once you follow through, there are gonna be beautiful blessings that come your way, and your life get a little easier, um, and a lot peaceful. So I'm just gonna leave it here. I have a little skit coming up, so stay tuned. Much like the skit I did a few years back, um, but hope that you like it, and please don't forget to like, share. You're welcome to respectfully comment, and yeah, I'll be in touch. Peace out.